Tata's Nano has always been a fun and cute little car. But there's nothing cute at all about this Super Nano, which is J Motorsports' version of a fun car. Now, when they say fun, they mean fun with a capital F. That's because in the back there is a 200 horsepower engine. And you can imagine what that'll do in a car of this size. What's apparent right off the bat is that this isn't just a Nano with a bigger engine. It's an unholy alliance between a modified superbike motor and an F3 racing car. The superbike engine has been tuned to deliver in excess of 200 bhp. The original Nano makes just 37. And inside is a tubular chassis, part of which is shared with an F3 car. And the suspension, wheels, brakes, tires all come from there. What I also absolutely love are the Super Nano's completely OTT looks. That wide track is just crazy, the massive wheel arches give it plenty of character, and don't you just love those ducts near the rear window? Starting up isn't as easy as you imagine. The Dragon awakens with the primeval scream, stabs of exhaust spitting from the rear, and the din from the unsilenced exhaust is so loud I can barely hear myself think. And because it's a bike engine, it's also super sensitive to the throttle. The revs just soar as soon as I touch it. Because it has so little torque, it is extremely difficult to get away. While the horsepower is around 200, the torque is only around as much as on a Swift. Acceleration from rest is also a bit disappointing. I'd like to tell you the Super Nano runs away from the line with its tail on fire, but initially there's not much. And that's probably down again to that comparatively low torque figure. What I discover later, of course, is that there's much more power in the top end. This engine makes its maximum power at around 14,000 RPM. But to get there, you have to get in the power band. At around 6,000 RPM, she starts to pull, and then it goes completely insane at 10,000. Some poke! The rear squats down marginally as I accelerate out of tight corners. The scenery comes rushing at me, and so continuous is the acceleration, it feels like the car is running away. Now many of you must be wondering what 200 horsepower in a Nano can do. Well, take a look at this. What's also pretty unreal is the grip this car generates. I find myself carrying an incredible amount of speed into corners, tapping down on the gearbox as I turn in. And it's only when I'm settled in a corner that I can accelerate out hard. The setup does prefer straight line stability, and it does understeer a bit, with the front wheels losing grip first. But for something that started out life as a Nano, this is simply unreal. I'm sure Ratan Tata never thought of anything like this when he envisioned the original Nano. This is just insanity! Of course, the Super Nano can't be registered. It can't be made road legal, and truth be told, you can't buy one either. But oh, how I'd love to go hunting sports cars late on a Sunday night in one. Wouldn't that be a laugh a minute?